Furler from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Church on the Beach. We're so glad that you could join us today. It's going to be another great day. The heavens declare the glory of God, and His creation speaks to us just day after day. Let's continue on with this series, How Long? Remember last week when God said to Samuel the prophet, how long are you going to continue grieving and mourning over King Saul? Fill your horn with oil. Go down to Bethlehem, to the house of Jesse. Read for yourself in 1 Samuel chapter 16 how Samuel poured the anointing oil over David. David was anointed to be the new king, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon him from that day forth. David had an exciting call of God upon his life and the anointing to give him grace to fulfill it. And there he was, a chosen man, anointed in front of all of his brothers. As a simple shepherd boy, David was anointed. It was years later that he actually was recognized as king. There are obstacles, trials, testing, even a great giant called Goliath that arose on the horizon of his life. After David had killed the Philistine, women from all the towns of Israel came out to meet King Saul. They sang and danced for joy with tambourines and cymbals, and this was their song. Saul has killed his thousands, and David his 10,000s. This made King Saul very angry. What's this? He said. They credit David with 10,000s and me with only 1,000? Next, they'll be making him the king. Suddenly, David became a threat to the Saul system. If God anoints you with fresh oil and gives you a new purpose for your life, you too can become a threat to others around about you. King Saul knew and recognized the power and the glory that was upon little David. Even when King Saul was oppressed and tormented with evil spirits, David the psalmist would come with that fresh anointing, and evil spirits had to leave King Saul. Let me say this, that the devil hates a fresh anointing upon someone's life. David becomes such a threat to King Saul that he had to get rid of him anyhow he could. David had to flee to the deserts and the caves of Israel and live like a wanted man. Don't you love the Psalms of David and how we identify with so many of them? Let's check out Psalm 13 for a moment and hear the cry of his heart. Maybe you can identify with it today. O Lord, how long will you forget me? Forever? How long will you turn your face from me and look the other way? How long must I struggle within in anguish in my soul, with sorrow in my heart every day? How long will my enemy have the upper hand? Turn and answer me, O Lord my God. Restore the sparkle in my eyes, lest I die. Don't let my enemies gloat, saying, we have defeated him. Don't let them rejoice at my downfall. David answers himself, and whatever's going on around about him, within him, this is what he says. I will trust in your unfailing love. I will rejoice because you have rescued me. I will sing to the Lord because he is good to me. David never got angry with God but kept his heart free to praise and to worship God with a positive confession. Because he knew he was called and chosen and anointed for the service of the Lord. And the years passed by until he was at the age of 30. Until in 2 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 4 it reads, Then the men of Judah came to David and anointed him king over the people of Judah. Saul had been killed in battle, and now David was recognized as king of Judah. David reigned 7.5 years over the house of Judah. Then the elders and all of the people gathered around him at Hebron, and he was anointed king of Israel, the shepherd boy that God chose to shepherd his own people, the man who God called a man after his own heart. Hey, never let go, never give up. I want to encourage you today to hang on to the promises of God, to the call of God that's in your life. For God has not changed his mind about you or me, nor has he changed his mind about the gifts that he has given you. I want you to have a great week, and may God bless you. We'll continue on with this, and thanks again for sharing it with all your friends. Hey, be blessed, and God be with you.